Good morning, students. So today we are going to discuss next chapter, that is periodic classification of elements. Okay. So in this chapter we will discuss about classification of elements. So initially elements were classified into two categories, that is metals and non-metals. The examples of metals is like silver, gold, copper, iron, etc. These all are the examples of metals. And the examples of non-metals are carbon, sulfur, phosphorus, chlorine, fluorine. These all are non-metals. Okay. Later on, one more element were discovered, and the name is given metalloids. So what is metalloids? So elements having properties of metals as well as non-metals is known as metalloids, right? So you have to remember only two metalloids, silicon and germanium. Okay, so these two you have to learn. Which one? First one is silicon, atomic number 14, and germanium, atomic number 32. Okay. So many scientists came and they gave their own theory for the classification of elements. So first of all, first scientist was Dobereiner-Triads, okay, who arranged the elements. Then after Dobereiner, Newlands came, then Mendeleev, and finally modern periodic table. So Mendeleev's periodic table as compared to modern periodic table, Mendeleev's periodic tables is less important. So you have to focus on modern periodic table. Understood? So one by one we are going to discuss. Okay? So always remember Dobereiner's, Newlands, Mendeleev's, they all arranged elements on the basis of increasing atomic mass. And this one, last one, that is modern periodic table. This modern periodic table was based on increasing atomic number. So now you may ask, what is atomic mass and atomic number? So simply atomic number means number of protons present in the atoms, and atomic mass means the sum of number of protons and neutrons is known as atomic mass. Okay, or atomic mass number. So if I give examples, if I take sodium, symbol Na, here is this 11 is atomic number and it's 23 is the atomic mass number or atomic mass. Okay, so in this case atomic number is sodium, that is in case of sodium atoms there are 11 protons. And one more thing, for an electrically neutral atom, number of proton is equal to number of electrons. So here number of protons is 11 and number of electron will also 11. This is atomic mass number. So how you find atomic mass number? So you have to add number of protons plus number of neutrons. So in this case, if you find number of neutrons, so number of neutrons n is equal to 23 minus 11, that is 12. That is 12. So if you want to find atomic mass number or atomic mass, then what you have to do, you have to add simply number of protons plus number of neutrons. 11 plus 12, that is 23. So this way we find atomic mass or atomic mass number. Okay. So these three, Dove-Reiner, Newlands and Mendeleev. So these all the tables was arranged on increasing atomic mass. It means those elements having less atomic mass will come first and so on. For example, there are two atoms. If I say lithium, beryllium, just a second, I am taking hydrogen, helium, lithium. Say its atomic mass is 1, atomic mass is 4, atomic mass is 6. So how you will arrange? Atomic mass is 1, is smallest. So first of all you will arrange hydrogen. Then in this way you have to arrange the atoms. Then helium, then lithium. Because its atomic mass is 1, its atomic mass is 4, atomic mass is 6. Smaller one will come earlier. Okay, I'm just giving the examples. This is the example only. Okay. So your first scientist was Dove-Reiners. Okay. So his statement was properties of elements are related to their atomic masses. As I already told you, the properties of elements are related to atomic masses. He made group of 3 elements having similar chemical properties and called them triads. Actually what he did, he made a group of 3 elements having similar properties. Here 3 elements I have taken: lithium, sodium and potassium. This is a group of 3 elements. Lithium symbol Li and atomic mass is 6.9. Potassium symbol K, atomic mass is 39.1. Okay, so he arranged in a group of 3 elements, and he found that the atomic mass of second element, your second element is sodium, is the mean of first and third one. He arranged group of 3 elements having similar properties, and he found that the atomic mass of second element is the mean of first element and the third element. Mean. So how you find mean? So mean, if you want to find mean, so first element having atomic mass 6.9, so mean will be 6.9 plus 39.1 divided by 2, that is 46 upon 2, that is 23. It means what he observed that the mean of the second element, the atomic mass of the second element is the mean of first element and the third element. So here atomic mass of sodium will be 23. Okay, so I read the textbook. You can see on page number 16. He made groups of 3 elements, each having similar chemical properties, and called them triads. So this is called triads. He arranged the 3 elements in a triads in an increasing order of atomic mass and showed that atomic mass of middle elements was approximately equal to the mean of the atomic masses of the other 2 elements. However, all known elements could not classified into the Dove-Reiner triads. Okay. After Dove-Reiner, Newlands came and he arranged all the elements present at that time on the basis of increasing atomic mass. He arranged the elements on the basis of increasing atomic mass. So he arranged, you have to read like this: hydrogen, then lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, then fluorine, sodium, magnesium, aluminium. Okay, so smallest atomic mass is of hydrogen, smallest, then greater than hydrogen, lithium, then greater than lithium, beryllium, then boron. So this way he arranged all the elements according to increasing atomic mass, and he found that the properties of eighth element is similar to the first one. If you take fluorine, see, this is first element, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh and eighth. The properties of fluorine will be similar to hydrogen. He arranged all the elements according to increasing atomic mass, and he found that the properties of eighth element is similar to the first one. Similarly, if you take sodium, the properties of sodium is similar to lithium. If you count from here, this will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. The properties of eighth element will be similar to lithium. Okay. So this is called Newlands law of octave. This is called Newlands law of octaves. Okay. There are some limitation of Newlands law of octave. Some limitations are there. The first limitations is this law was found to be applicable only up to calcium. This law is only applicable to till the calcium, till here. This is the properties of chromium is not similar to aluminium. The properties of manganese is not similar to phosphorus. The properties of iron is not similar to sulfur. So first limitation is this is applicable only till the calcium. Okay. And the second limitations are Newlands placed the metals cobalt and nickel under the note Do along with halogens. See, hydrogen, fluorine, chlorine, these all are called halogens. So in the halogen, this note is called Do. According to Western music system, this note is called Re. Similarly, this note is called Mi. fa, sol, la, ti. So second limitations are Newlands place the metals cobalt and nickel along with halogens, and the properties of halogens is totally different from cobalt and nickel. Understood? And the third limitations are Newlands octave did not have provision to accommodate the newly discovered elements. There was no any provision to accommodate the newly discovered elements. And the third limitations are the properties of new elements discovered later on did not fit in the Newlands law of octaves. Understood? So these all were the limitations of Newlands law of octave. Okay? So next scientist came, that is Mendeleev periodic table. That is Mendeleev periodic table. Okay? So I will erase the board. Next is Mendeleev periodic table. So some theory are there. Mendeleev considered the fundamental properties of elements, namely the atomic mass, as standard and arranged 63 elements known at that time. Actually, that time total 63 elements were there, and he arranged all 63 elements in his periodic table. And the periodic table is based on increasing atomic mass number. See, the atomic, you have to read like this. These all are the atomic number, atomic mass number. Okay, hydrogen having atomic mass 1, lithium 7, then beryllium 9.4, boron 11, carbon 12, nitrogen 14, and so on. So you can see here that this table is based on increasing atomic mass number. Okay, this is called vertical column is called group. There are total 8 group, and horizontal column is called period. Horizontal column is called period and vertical column is called group. So you take your textbook and read the textbook. Then he transformed into the periodic table of elements in accordance with the physical and chemical properties of these elements. Okay? Mendeleev organized the periodic table on the basis of the chemical and physical properties of the elements. These were the molecular formula of hydrides and oxides of the element, melting point, boiling points, densities of elements. Mendeleev found that the element with similar physical and chemical properties repeat after a definite interval. He found that properties of element repeat after certain interval. So lithium. So he arranged according to increasing atomic mass number, and he found that after definite interval, the properties is similar to the previous or repeat after some time. Similarly, here you can see that the properties of sodium is similar to lithium. So we can say that after definite interval, properties of element repeat. On the basis of this finding, Mendeleev stated the following periodic law. The periodic law of Mendeleev is, this is important, properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. Properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic masses. But in case of modern periodic table, that is next. In case of modern periodic table, the properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic number. But in case of Mendeleev periodic table, the properties of elements are periodic function of their atomic mass number or atomic masses. Understood? The vertical column in the Mendeleev periodic table is called groups. This is vertical column in Mendeleev is called group, and the horizontal column is called periods. Okay? So there are some merits of Mendeleev periodic table. Merits of Mendeleev periodic table and demerits of Mendeleev periodic table. That is important. That always come in the paper. So in case of merits, there are mainly three merits of Mendeleev periodic table. First one is in order to give proper place to elements according to their properties, the atomic masses of element were revised. What it actually previously the atomic mass of barium was, that is 14.09, but he revised the atomic mass of barium and he placed barium before boron. This was the first merits of Mendeleev periodic table. And second merits of Mendeleev periodic table is Mendeleev kept vacant places in periodic table. See, this is the vacant places. This is vacant places. 4 elements not discovered till then. At that time, discovery of elements were not there. That element was not discovered, so he kept some vacant place in his periodic table. You can see here, this vacant. There is no name written here. So these are the vacant place in his table. 3 of these unknown elements were given the name Ika boron. 3 of elements were given the name Ika boron, Ika aluminium and Ika silicon, and their atomic masses were indicated as 44 for Ika boron, 68 for Ika aluminium and 72 for Ika silicon. Okay? Not only, but their properties were also predicted. He also predicted the properties of this element, that at that time this was not discovered. Okay? Later on, these elements were discovered and named as scandium, gallium and germanium. Okay? Ika boron was named as scandium and Ika aluminium is known as gallium and Ika silicon is known as germanium, and atomic mass was approximately same, which was predicted by Mendeleev. Okay? And third merits is there were no place reserved for noble gas in Mendeleev original periodic table. In Mendeleev periodic table, there were no place for noble gas. in the original periodic table. However, when noble gases such as helium, neon, and argon were discovered, Mendeleev created the zero group without disturbing the original periodic table, in which the noble gases were fitted very well. At that time, there was no discovery of noble gases like helium, neon, and argon. So Mendeleev created, when noble gases were discovered, Mendeleev created a new group that is called zero group, and all the elements were fitted very well without disturbing the previous element. So these all were the merits. Now demerits of Mendeleev periodic table. First demerits of Mendeleev periodic table is the whole number atomic mass. Whole number means what? If I say 5, 6, 7, 9, these are the whole numbers. So the whole number atomic mass of elements cobalt. See, atomic mass of element cobalt and nickel both were same at that time. The whole number, you see, whole number 59 is for cobalt and 59 is for nickel. So both are same. Therefore, there was an ambiguity regarding their sequence in Mendeleev periodic table. Obviously, if whole number of cobalt and nickel both is same, so there was ambiguity that which element will come first, because both elements have same whole atomic mass. Both elements have same atomic mass. Second, at that time isotopes were discovered. At that time isotopes were not discovered, but later on isotopes were discovered, and we know that the chemical properties of isotopes are same, but physical properties are different. So in that case, since atomic masses, I repeat, isotopes were discovered long after Mendeleev put forth the periodic table, as isotopes have same chemical properties but different atomic masses. Isotopes means what? Same chemical properties and different atomic masses. See, chemical properties is same, but atomic masses are different. There was a challenge to place the isotopes in Mendeleev periodic table. So there was a challenge to place isotopes in Mendeleev periodic table, because chemical properties of isotope is same, because he arranged the element according to chemical and physical properties. Here chemical properties is same, but atomic mass are different. So there was a challenge to place isotope in the Mendeleev periodic table. Third demerits is when elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic masses. See, these all are the increasing atomic masses: 7, 9.4, 11, 12, 14, 28, 31, 48, 51, 52, 75, 78, 80. When elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic masses, the rise in atomic mass does not appear to be uniform. Atomic mass was not increasing uniformly. Sometimes atomic mass increase in very high speed or high rate. Sometimes they increase very low rate. Okay? So it was not possible. Therefore, it was not possible to predict how many elements could be discovered between two heavy elements. So in these two elements, there was no any idea to Mendeleev that how many elements will be discovered in between two elements. Okay, so this is the also demerits of Mendeleev periodic table. And the last demerits is for the hydrogen, because hydrogen shows the properties of alkali metal as well as the properties of halogens. The properties of hydrogen is similar to alkali metals and similar to halogen family. So it is very difficult to, so therefore the place of hydrogen cannot be decided correct position. Therefore the place of hydrogen were not decided at that time. Okay, where hydrogen should be in first group or hydrogen should be in group number 7, that is halogen. Okay, so in the next lecture we will start modern periodic table. Okay, that is important, very important. So before my lecture you have to read the textbook. Okay, the merits and demerits of Mendeleev periodic table, that is important. Okay, and Newland octave and their limitations, that is important. Okay, so thank you.